What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Cadillac coming back at you with a new video. Got free time on my hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and record this while I'm doing it. I'm gonna show you how to do an oil change on a 2013 Cadillac ATS. Get over here and show you what tools you'll need. Need an Allen wrench, of course a socket, a 10, another socket, and a long extension with the 5/8 to take out the spark plugs. And I always use this is a 10. This is for the battery terminals, and you can use that to take off the screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. I kind of speeded up a little bit, you know, and took the screws off, save a little time. The first screw that you'll have to take off is right here. That's what the Allen wrench is for. Use the Allen wrench, take that out, and go ahead and unscrew your oil cap, and then sit that to the side. Take off the cover, the dust cover, and it just pulls out, slides out. Now show you this. This is where the dust cover goes in, but under there is your first two screws, which I have already taken out. One right here and the other is right there. Those are 10 millimeters. You're gonna have to take that out, those two screws, to lift to get to the first spark plug right here, which I have already taken that bolt out. And these bolts and the bolts are almost the same, just these are a little bit longer. So again, like I mentioned, those are 10, as you can see. I have already taken them out, so I'm gonna go ahead and take those out. So you can see the last one is already out. Here it is right here, the four bolts. So all together right now you should have 4, 6, 7 bolts taken out. And we just go ahead and get in. And these are the coils. Of course you're gonna have to disconnect those, so I'm gonna go ahead and sit the camera down while I go to work on those and get those coils disconnected correctly. And hopefully I can sit this somewhere where I can show you how that's done. And of course you have to be careful not to break the little latches on these, because you can break them. Should be able to just push it back. Yeah, push it back and it unlocks it, and you should be able to pull it. Now I'm trying to do this with one hand, so I'm gonna sit this camera there, right there. And let's see if I can get this disconnected. Now you need some help getting that disconnected. Get a screwdriver. Screwdriver and push down on it. Again, wiggle it, see if it comes out. Having a little trouble. Again, this is my first time doing this on this Cadillac, so I have to figure this out. Oh, you could just, I guess you can leave it connected. Leave it connected. Just pull them back as you see me doing. Pull it back. This last one over here is a little bit harder, so let me pick this up, bring it over. This last one, so lift it. That one's a little bit tougher, so I'm gonna try to disconnect that one right there. Let's look at one that's already out. So, having trouble. Pause this. Pause, and then I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm back. I had to play around with it a little bit to figure it out, but I got it. As you can see, I disconnected the other three, the ones that I pulled out, and I left this one on so I can make an example. So this red right here is a lock. So what you do, push the red back and it unlocks, and you press down right here between, press down and pull, and it just pops out. Locks back, unlock, press down and pull, and it just comes undone like that. So that being said, take your coils out, leave them in the same order that you took them out, line them up like that. Then that's where this comes in. Stick that in, lock on your spark plugs, and twist to release, and just go. Get your plugs out. I know it's kind of boring sitting here watching do this, but it's all the process. So if I get silent, quiet, it's because I'm in the moment while I'm working. Keep checking to see if your plugs are all the way loose, because sometimes you'll be twisting for nothing. Keep going. Should almost be there. There we go. There's one spark plug. Sometimes you gotta do a little harder than the others to break them. Again, twist, twist, check. Again, I'm doing a tune-up on my 2013 Cadillac ATS all-wheel drive 2.0 turbo luxury edition. Kind of, I mean, a few more months, it'll be a year since I've had it. I've got the oil change a couple months ago, and you know, I say it's time for another oil change, so I'll be doing a video as well on how to change the oil on this baby. It's time for another oil change, and figure might as well just do a tune-up as well, because my gas mileage been kind of low, been burning up. So go ahead and do this tune-up today. Again, changing the spark plugs. It doesn't have spark plug wires. It has these ignition coils, which they last for a long time. Pretty much most of the time. You never really have to change those. I've never known for them. Of course they go bad, but I've never had any go bad on me in the periods that I've had my cars, my Cadillacs or whatever. So they last pretty good, and as you can see, I mean, looks new. You know, all of them look like that. So pretty sure those will be good for a while. I'm on this last spark plug, so just bear with me. Taking it out, this last spark plug, and I'll show you how they all look once I'm done with this last one. Again, this video save you a couple $100. D.I.Y, do it yourself, directly from me, Cadillac, aka Catamize. Save you a lot of money instead of taking it to a mechanic or going to a dealership, which most people are lazy and that's what they do. You go to a dealership for a tune-up, you pay, I don't know how much, you take it to a shop, anywhere from $100 to $400 for a tune-up, just depending what it is. Charge you for parts and labor when you can just take a few hours out your day and do it yourself, you know. So that's what I'm doing here. This last spark plug still not out, and it's always better, I mean, to experiment, you know, because you say, especially with Cadillacs, you save a lot of money doing the shit yourself. And most people are scared to work on Cadillacs. I mean, I'm not. It's common sense, and it saves me money. So get back to these, let you see these spark plugs, how they look. That's the first spark plug. Not that bad, but see that is just the second one. Third spark plug, and the fourth spark plug. So yeah, it's all the spark plugs. Got these Iridium XP auto light spark plugs. They're already spaced, and of course you need your lube to put on the end. Shout out to Advanced Auto Parts, give them credit. That's where I always get all my parts from, because major deals save a lot of money. All the stuff I bought today, you're probably not gonna believe me. All the stuff I bought today, I bought 4 spark plugs, 2 cans of engine treatment. I bought a 5 quart jug of oil, 1 extra quart of oil, and the 4 spark plugs, and I paid $52 and some change for them. And I can show you my receipt for that. What I got. So yeah, I got a real good deal. It's my total. So the whole thing. So yeah, I like shopping at Advanced Auto Parts because they have good deals most of the time. You just have to find their online coupons. So, and there's the top. But anyway, get back to this. Start putting these spark plugs in. Again, if you worked on car before, you know you have to put your lube on your spark plug, and it down, tighten the spark plug down. So again, put your lube around the spark plug like this, all the way around. Make sure you get all the threads, put it in. Should have a magnet inside there that holds it. There we go. Twist it in to fit like that. And we can start from the back. Go ahead, put it in. Make sure you flip the switch on your wrench and just go. Tighten it down. Tight. You can twist it by hand if you want to. Whatever's faster for you. Get it going. Again, sorry it takes so long, but this is a process D.I.Y video, so you have to see how everything goes. It's a little tight. There you go. Don't tighten it too much, just tighten it enough, and then tighten it enough to get it down, and then we'll come back and tighten it again to check again. Auto light, iridium, XP spark plugs. Repeat the process for all 4 spark plugs installation. Put the lube on. This is killing my back. Put the lube. You can put how much ever you want, but I'll make sure mine goes all the way around and that it's in all the threads. Like so. So take that out, pop that in, drop it in the hole to where the grooves line up, and you can start next. I think some people use torque wrenches when installing spark plugs because of the gap or whatever. They are pre-gapped. I never used a torque wrench when doing this. I just lube and tighten it, but not tighten it super tight, if that makes sense. So again, there you go. It stopped. Twist it a little bit, leave it in. Ready for the next spark plug. Next one, fresh. Again. Loop all threads, which is preferred by me. You can do it however you want. That's just how I do mine. But I don't really think it makes a difference, because if you think about it, when you're tightening it down, that lube is moving as well as you tighten, so it's the same thing. Got that lubed up. Clean my hands. Take it out. Take it. Twist it till it locks in. And drop it. Start turning. Turn. And another thing, like I said, I'm doing a tune-up. So of course the tune-up involves changing the air filter. So air filter, I checked at Advanced, they had one, it was like $67 I think, and it wasn't a good brand. But I googled air filter, and I found a K&N air filter. There we go. It's tight. Twist it a little bit. Leave that. The other spark plug. I found a K&N air filter for this 2013 Cadillac ATS, and it was way cheaper than that $67. It was like 53, I think it was 53 or 54 with free shipping. So I'm gonna order that K&N and wait for a few days for it to come in. That's the only bad part. Advance could have they would have had to order it from another store and it would have been there tomorrow. Waiting for this online, gonna be a couple days, but that's fine because this baby sits anyway. I don't drive it. But okay, go ahead, flip, lock, got the lube on there, flip, lock, drop, start twisting. Twist till you can't twist no more. Man, we're almost done. That makes it easier. Oh, it stopped, and that's it. So leave that like that. All right, last step, we got all the spark plugs in. Now we just go back and twist it a little bit. That final turn, just a little bit, not too much. Again, go back to all 4 of them and do this. That little turn, that final turn, make sure they have that connection. There you go. That little, just a little bit. Don't want it too tight. Of course, you don't want it loose. There you go. There you go. They're all locked tight. So you can go ahead and put this away. Now, back to the coils. Now you remember, I mean, it doesn't make a difference, but we put the coils in a certain position, so they will be back to where they were, exactly the same. So put the coil. I put mine from 4 to 1. So drop number 4 back in. Drop number 3. Number 2. And then number 1, just like that. Now remember these clip in. So go ahead, start from the back, clip in, push, then lock. They clip on, push it on. The red is the lock. Again, you'll hear 2 clicks, so make sure you do this right. Listen, 1, 2. The second click is the red lock. So 1, 2, all those are good. Lock back in place. Now I have to come back over here, get my screws, which my screws should be in my pocket. So now I have my screws in my pocket. So this is the difference that I was telling you about when I started the video. This is the screw for the ignition, and this is a screw for the skirt. As you can see, shorter. Can't mix them up because you have 2 of those and 4 of the others. So be hard to mix them up. Again, take your wrench, your socket wrench, with the 10, and go ahead, start tightening those down. Easier to do it by hand first, of course, because that goes faster. It goes way faster starting off with by hand. Then you can pick up the rest later. So you gotta lift that to put this last screw in. Now you're gonna notice something, and I explained it earlier too. So go ahead, start tightening these down. do it too tight to where to strip the bolt or whatever. Just let's make sure. Oh, let me say that too. Whenever you put those coils back on, just give it a little push in the center to make sure that it has that connection back, just to be safe. Then you can go ahead and screw these down. Again, not too tight. Not too tight, not too tight. Don't want to strip the bolt. Now, just notice I'm using this socket for this. You can still get right there, but it's at an angle, so it will be easier to use a short 10 with no extension. But here's my battery terminal tool, and that's what it comes in handy for. See that? There we go. Got that. Okay, make sure they're all tight so you don't lose any bolts while driving. And there you go. They're all tight. These are the two bolts that I took out before I started the video. So put those back in place. Again, always easy to hand screw first. Put those back in place because that'll hold your engine cover. About a couple more minutes, we'll be done with this. Again, make sure it's tight. Me personally, I like doing my own work on my car. If I can do it, I'd rather do it to save money and to get the experience to say that I've done it on my car, you know, because that means a lot. And most of the stuff is common sense. You just put things back where you got them from, you know. So, and it's not that hard. It's almost there. A couple more turns. There we go. Now you grab your cover. Again, you see the two slots right here. Those go in the slots. There you go. That should be right. It's the one bolt I took out before also that requires the Allen wrench. Now, find the right size. I had it, but I misplaced it. Okay, so yeah, and that's that. I'll tighten that, save time. Put your oil cap back on, and that's it. There, I have shown you how to do, or how to change the spark plugs on a 2013 Cadillac ATS 2.0 turbo. So go ahead and show the car. It's a little, got a lot of pollen on there because of the weather out here, but this is my baby. Red guts, carbon on the door. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tighten up, and let me know what you think. Stay tuned for the oil change video coming next. Got the custom frame,